Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? Maybe you've found your glasses in the fridge, or started telling a story, only to lose your train of thought halfway through. Now, those moments, yes, they can be part of aging. But they don't have to be your daily reality. What if I told you there's a simple, peaceful way to help your brain stay sharper, and all it takes is about 10 minutes a day? Today, I'm going to walk you through something that might just surprise you. It's not a pill. It's not a brain game on your phone. It's something gentle, quiet, almost like a moving meditation. And it comes from a practice that's over 4,000 years old. It's called Qigong. Now don't worry if you've never heard of it, you're not alone. Most people think of Tai Chi or yoga when they hear mind-body exercise. But Qigong is simpler. And it might just be one of the best-kept secrets for brain health, especially as we age. And here's my promise to you, by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how it works, but you'll know exactly how to start even if you've never done anything like this before. Let's begin. So, what is Qigong, really? It's a Chinese practice that combines slow, flowing movements with deep breathing and gentle focus. Think of it as a moving meditation. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need fancy clothes or a yoga mat. You don't even need much space, just a little room to move your arms comfortably. Now here's the amazing part. When you do Qigong regularly, it doesn't just help your body feel calmer, it actually helps your brain work better. Let me explain. When we do repetitive, mindful movements while controlling our breath, something fascinating happens inside the brain. It's called neuroplasticity. That's the brain's ability to form new connections even as we age. Think of it like creating fresh pathways in a garden. The more often you walk a trail, the clearer it becomes. That's what Qigong does inside your mind. Every slow motion and deep breath is like a gentle stroke through the fog, making things a little clearer. But let's not just talk theory. Let me tell you about Margaret. Margaret is 72. She lives alone since her husband passed, and she used to be an avid reader. But lately, she noticed her mind wandering. She'd read the same paragraph 3 times. She'd forget appointments, feel anxious when she couldn't find the right word. A friend suggested Qigong. Margaret laughed at first. "I don't do Kung Fu," she said. But she gave it a try. Just 10 minutes in the morning. No pressure. Just breathing and following along with a simple video. Within a month, she noticed something. Her reading improved. Her mind felt clearer in the mornings. The fog didn't hang around like it used to. Even her sleep got better. What changed? Her brain was responding to the gentle rhythm. It was waking up in a new way, without stress, without effort. And science backs this up. In several studies, older adults who practiced Qigong just a few times a week showed improvements in memory, focus, and even reaction time. One 8-week study showed a significant increase in brainwave activity, especially the alpha and theta waves, which are linked to calm awareness and mental clarity. Now, you might be thinking, that's all very nice, but I don't have time, or energy, or balance. Let me stop you there. This isn't a workout. You won't sweat. You won't need to touch your toes or balance on one foot. Some people even do Qigong sitting down. It's about presence, not performance. Let me describe one of the simplest exercises. It's called lifting the sky. You stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Slowly raise your arms overhead as you breathe in, as if you're lifting a big balloon. Then gently lower them as you breathe out, like you're pushing away a cloud. That's it. Just that one movement, repeated for a minute or 2, can calm your nervous system and engage both sides of your brain. It creates a loop of focus and relaxation, a rhythm your mind craves. Now let's talk about risk. Why does this matter so much? Because as we age, our brains naturally change. The hippocampus, which handles memory, begins to shrink. Blood flow may decrease. Stress hormones like cortisol rise, which can interfere with attention and recall. Left unchecked, these changes can make us more vulnerable not just to forgetfulness, but to cognitive decline, even dementia. But here's the good news. Movement, breath, and mindfulness can slow that process. Qigong combines all 3. And it's free. It's safe. It's doable even if you've never exercised a day in your life. Let me give you another real-life example. Thomas, a retired accountant, age 78. He'd never tried meditation, let alone Qigong. After his wife moved into memory care, he started feeling foggy himself. Not depressed, exactly, just heavy. Disconnected. His daughter sent him a video. Try this for a week, she said. He did. At first, it felt strange. Slow. Almost boring. But something told him to keep going. By week 3, he noticed something. His morning coffee didn't feel like a requirement anymore, it felt like a choice. He found himself reading the newspaper again, remembering names on the crossword puzzle. His shoulders weren't as tense. When I asked him what changed, he said, "I don't know, it's like I made space for my mind to breathe." That's Qigong. It's not flashy. It's not loud. But it works in the background, gently encouraging your brain to stay engaged, relaxed, and more connected. And here's something else you might not expect. It helps your balance. Not just physical, but emotional too. When you start your day with a grounding movement, your stress levels don't spike as easily. Your mood lifts. And that alone can sharpen focus and memory. So now, I know what you're probably wondering. How do I start? The answer is, keep it simple. You don't need an hour. You don't need a class. Start with 5 minutes, 3 times a week. There are many free guided Qigong videos made specifically for older adults. Pick one with calm music, clear instructions, and a soft pace. But even without video, you can just stand, breathe, and gently raise and lower your arms. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. And most of all, patience. This isn't a quick fix. But it's a deep one. The kind that adds up over time. In the second half of this video, I'll share more specific movements, how each one helps a different part of the brain, and how to build your own 10-minute morning brain routine. I'll also explain how Qigong connects to memory, sleep, and even creativity. But before we get there, take a breath with me. Inhale, slow and deep. Exhale, soft and easy. That's where we'll pick up next. So now you're breathing a little deeper. That's good. That's where we begin. Because the breath, more than anything, connects your body to your mind. And when we pair that with movement, even just gentle sways and lifts, the brain lights up in quiet, powerful ways. Let's keep going with something simple. There's a movement in Qigong called painting the rainbow. You stand comfortably, arms by your sides. Then, slowly, you lift one arm up and across your body, like you're drawing a big arc over your head. As you do that, your eyes follow your hand. Then bring it back down. Switch arms. Do it again. This movement activates something called cross-lateral brain activity. That means it wakes up both sides of your brain at once, left and right. For older adults, that's incredibly important. It's like flipping the switch on a conversation between logic and emotion, memory and movement. You might think it's too simple to matter. But that's the magic. These motions are slow for a reason. When we move slowly, with attention, our brains don't go on autopilot. They stay present, engaged, alive. Let me tell you about Shirley. She's 81. She had a stroke 2 years ago. It left her struggling to find words, and her balance wasn't what it used to be. She used to dance in her kitchen. Now she was afraid to walk without support. Her physical therapist introduced her to Qigong not as a cure, but as a way to gently rebuild. Shirley started with just one movement a day, sometimes seated, sometimes holding the back of a chair. After 6 weeks, she told me, "I can feel my mind stretch when I move now. It's like everything's less tight." She's back to dancing, slowly, and with a cane. But the smile, that came back fast. You see, what Qigong does for the body, it also does for the spirit. Now let's talk about sleep. Many older adults struggle with sleep. You lie awake at night, mind racing. Or you fall asleep just fine, but wake up at 3 a.m. staring at the ceiling. Sound familiar? Well, Qigong can help with that too. Studies show that even short sessions of Qigong reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase melatonin, which helps regulate sleep. The deep breathing relaxes the nervous system. The movements release tension from your muscles. And the mindfulness helps quiet those what-if thoughts that keep us up. A woman I met last year, Grace, had tried everything for her sleep. Pills made her groggy. Herbal teas didn't work. Then she started a nightly Qigong routine, 5 minutes of slow breathing and hand movements by her bedside. She said it changed everything. "I sleep like I'm wrapped in cotton," she told me. "My dreams even feel different, like my brain's finally cleaning house." And science agrees. When you sleep better, your brain has time to file away memories, clear out waste, and make space for new learning. Without good sleep, all those memory games and brain puzzles don't stand a chance. Which brings me to the next point, creativity. Yes, creativity. It's not just for artists and poets. Creativity is the ability to make connections, solve problems, adapt. And Qigong nurtures that too. When you move your body in unfamiliar ways, especially with rhythm and intention, your brain starts connecting new dots. That's why many people report clearer thinking, sharper ideas, and even more vivid dreams after a few weeks of Qigong. And don't worry, you're never too old to be creative. In fact, some of the most inventive people I know are in their 70s and 80s. One man started writing short stories after his Qigong practice each morning. Another woman finally painted the landscapes she'd only dreamed of her whole life. Because when your brain feels clear, your heart gets louder. Now, let's talk routine. What does a brain-friendly Qigong practice actually look like? Here's one you can try tomorrow morning. Or even right now, if you're up for it. Start with breath awareness. Sit or stand comfortably. Breathe in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 2. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. Do that 3 times. Then move into lifting the sky, arms gently rise as you breathe in, lower as you breathe out. Repeat that for about 2 minutes. Next, painting the rainbow, remember that slow arm arc across your body. Follow your hand with your eyes. 2 minutes. After that, try gathering energy. With your arms at your sides, slowly scoop up as if you're gathering water from a stream. Then bring it to your heart, and exhale as you lower your hands again. This centers your focus. 1 minute is enough. Finally, end with stillness. Hands resting on your lap or at your sides. Just breathe. Let everything settle. That's it. 10 minutes. No sweat. No struggle. Just space for your mind to reset. And if you miss a day, no guilt. Just pick it back up when you can. Remember, this isn't about doing it perfectly. It's about showing up gently for yourself. Now before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something. Our brains don't retire. They crave movement, rhythm, breath, connection. The things we often think are lost forever, they're not. They're just waiting for us to find the right key. And Qigong, for many, it's that key. So here's what I hope you take away from this. You are never too old to grow new pathways in your brain. You are never too stiff, too tired, or too late to move your body with purpose. And you are absolutely capable of building a routine that supports your mind, your memory, and your joy. Now, if this spoke to you even just a little, I'd love for you to share in the comments below. Have you ever tried Qigong? Would you like to? Or maybe you've got a question. Or a story. I read every message. And someone else might see your comment and find the courage to begin, too. If you found this helpful, please consider liking this video so others can discover it. Maybe even share it with a friend who's been feeling a little foggy or forgetful lately. And if you'd like more videos like this, practical, gentle tools for staying sharp and well as we age, don't forget to subscribe. Because your brain deserves care. Your days deserve clarity. And you, my friend, deserve peace. Now go ahead. Take another deep breath. Let your body soften. And if nothing else, remember this. Even 10 quiet minutes can change the way your brain feels for the better. Take care. And I'll see you in the next one.